Good morning everyone, my name is Cyprienne and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this basic beanie. Now I do want to mention that I have a free download for the pattern on my blog. I'll be sure to leave a link to that below. There are 6 sizes included in the pattern from baby to adult extra large. And all you need to get started today is about 170 grams, 100 meters of super bulky yarn. We're making the adult size. A 10 millimeter for the body of the hat, and then we'll be switching to a 9 millimeter for the band of the hat. And then, of course, if you want to do a pom-pom or anything else like that, you can add that later. But the yarn and the hook is all you need to get started today. So gather up your supplies, and then we'll jump right into the video. Thing that we're going to be doing is starting with our 10 millimeter hook is placing a slip knot on that hook, remembering not to pull it too tight. We are going to work 2 chains, 1, 2, then working in the second chain from the hook we'll place 6 single crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, oh, almost 3, 4, 5. I wasn't sure where I was at, just counting my stitches, and 1 more is 6. Okay, so moving on to round 2, we're going to be placing 2 single crochets in that first stitch. That's 1 and 2. I always like to put a stitch marker in. I find it a lot easier to find the ends of my rounds. And if you want to use a slip stitch, you absolutely can. In the second stitch, we're going to work another 2 single crochets. That's 1 and 2. And in the third, another 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. So you're going to continue to work 2 single crochets until you reach the end of round 2, and then you will have 12 single crochets in total. Okay, so I'm just at the end of round 2 and I'm finishing up with 2 single crochets in my last stitch, and then we can move on to round 3. So I'm just double checking here that I do have 12 single crochets, and yay, I do. So once again, I'll just remove that stitch marker. And then what I'll be doing for round 3 is in your very first single crochet, you're going to be working 1 single crochet. Then in the next single crochet, you're going to be working 2 single crochets. There's 1 and 2, followed by 1 single crochet in the next, followed by 2 single crochet in the next. That's 1 and 2. So for all of round 3, you can continue with that pattern, working 1 single crochet followed by 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and by the end of round 3 you should have 18 stitches. So I'll meet up with you at the end and we'll move on to round 4. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 3 and I'm going to be finishing up with 2 single crochets in the last stitch and moving on to round 4. Okay, so on round 4 we're going to be working 1 single crochet into that first stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next stitch. And then I like to put my stitch marker in before I get too far ahead of myself and I lose track of where my stitches are. Then 2 single crochet in the third stitch. So you're going to work 2 single crochet into that 1 stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next, followed by 1 single crochet in the next, and then you're going to do 2 single crochet into that next stitch again. So for this round, what you're going to be working is 1 single crochet into 2 stitches, followed by 2 single crochet in the next. So you can finish round 4, and at the end of round 4 you should have 24 stitches, and we'll meet up and continue on with round 5. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you're having success and enjoying how this pattern is going so far. And if you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to get back to you. Okay, so we're just finishing up round 4 with 2 single crochets in the last stitch and time for round 5. So in round 5, we're going to start off by working 1 single crochet into the first stitch, followed by 1 single crochet into the next, after I could put my stitch marker in, of course, followed by 1 single crochet in the next, followed by 2 single crochet in the next. So you can continue with that pattern all the way around, working 1 single crochet in 3 stitches, followed by 2 single crochet in the next, and then we'll meet up for round 6 and continue on. And oh yes, at the end of round 5 you should have 30 stitches. So we'll see you there. Okay, so I finished round 5 and had 30 stitches. Now I'm going to continue with round 6, working 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next, followed by 1 more single crochet, followed by 1 single crochet. And then in the next stitch I'm going to work 2 single crochet. So the pattern is that you're going to be working 1 single crochet in 4 stitches, followed by 2 single crochet in the next. So you can go ahead and work that until the end of round 6, at which time you should have 36 stitches, and then we'll move on to round 7, and that will be the end of the increase rounds after round 7. Okay, so I have finished round 6 and I'm going to start round 7 working 1 single crochet into the first 11 stitches. So I finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now what you're going to be doing is working 2 single crochets into the next stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next 11, and that is going to be your pattern for the rest of the round. So 1 single crochet in 11 stitches, 2 single crochet in the next. So finish that up and that will be the last of the increase rounds, and I'll meet you at the end of round 7 where you should have 39 stitches. Okay, so we're going to do a quick check of our gauge here, and if you're in line with mine, your piece should measure about 7 to 7.5 inches across. So we finished all our increase rounds. Now what we're going to be doing is just adding to the sides. So you're going to be working 1 single crochet in every stitch around. You're going to work that until round 15. Now it's also at this point that you're either going to increase or decrease your rounds depending on if you want your hat longer or shorter. So we'll meet up at the end of round 15 and you should have 39 stitches. So we'll see you there. Okay, so we are almost finished the base of the hat. I've just finished round 15 and I have 39 stitches. We'll do a quick measure across, and mine should be about 10.5 inches, which means you're at around 21 inches. So that's perfect for an adult size. So now we're going to be switching to a 9mm hook. And the reason that we're doing this is to shape the bottom of our hat and bring it in. It also keeps the bottom of the hat snug because the crochet hats tend to stretch a bit. So all we're going to be doing for rounds 16, 17, and 18, or the next 3 rounds, depending on how many rounds you did, is just working a single crochet all the way around. All right, so we're all finished now. The last thing we have to do is just fasten off. So all you need to do for that is to just work a slip stitch in the next stitch, yarn over, and then just pull that yarn through. Okay, and then you just need to weave in your ends. To weave in your ends, just take your needle and work into some stitches where you feel resistance, and then that way you know that they're not going to come out easily. So that's it for today's tutorial. Love to know how you made out, who you made it for, what color you made. If you're looking for more inspiration, you can check me out over on Instagram at Pretty Darn Adorable. I am made it a New Year's resolution to become more active on there and post more about what I am doing and more ideas as well. So anyways, that's it for today. Thanks so much for joining me and making me part of your day. And until next time, bye-bye.